I see Alam as the light that will continue to shine to the rest of Africa as we raise and train more leaders that will impact the rest of the continent. Africa will no longer be looked at as a continent of violence and conflicts, but it will be a continent filled with peace.
The story of northern Uganda isn't easy to tell, perhaps because the beauty that embraces you at a glance covers the scars and struggles of a region that is healing from the LRA war that left trauma and devastation in its wake.
It left many people homeless. Children had been abducted and forced to be child soldiers, and others, the girls, were made slave wives of the rebels. And there were many women who were left as widows and children left as orphans. So we established a peace building center in Padero district. It has a vocational school, and its main purpose is to rehabilitate young people, but also give them vocational skills.
And that is not all. This institution might have a familiar school setting, but at the core of its teaching philosophy lies a unique approach that not only puts emphasis on academics, but also spiritual and leadership development of its students.
We are not simply training skilled leaders. We are training servant leaders with skills as well. And then we also center on peace building. So as they go to the community, they will create an impact, a difference in the community.
I joined the school as a student, and later on the student elected me as their leader, and they have put me as a student representative. Being a leader of a student to the board, it is bringing more pleasure to me, inspiring me to be somewhere ahead, and it's making me more effective in leadership as I'm growing.
Welcome to Alam Technical and Peace Building Center, Padere. This is the administrative block. We have the administrative offices here. The principal's office is here. The roundabout here is our assembly point. We meet here every day during weekdays. The other extreme buildings you see over there are the project area, agriculture. So right here, as you see here, is the work of the welding students. What they are doing here, primarily some will be sold off, but others will be utilized around the institution. And the extreme over there is the agricultural. So our students are basically the ones doing all this.
A huge space housing a comprehensive curriculum tailored to address the community's needs while bridging knowledge gaps that were created during the war. This has promoted inclusivity for students with the different education levels.
We have the National Certificate in Agriculture. We have students who come after Senior 4, they also come and do agriculture. Then we have other courses also for those who come after Primary 7. This lady is called Akidi Joyce Mary. She's one of the girls who have defied the odds. Building has traditionally been known as a male job, but she has defied the odds. What she's doing is quite remarkable.
I like building and construction because the way they lay the bricks when they are constructing it impressed me. When you look at it, it appears good.
Just a stone's throw away, Winifred is perfecting her needlework. When her father died, her dream of going to the university was torn apart. Her struggling mother could not afford paying for secondary education. Luckily, her dream was reignited when she enrolled in Alarm last year. She is now studying fashion and garment construction, a trade she has always been keen on. She has big plans after her graduation.
I want to become a professional teacher in tailoring to encourage my fellow girls to know what brought them here and to know more about the education. And I want to encourage other ladies who are back in our village to join technical schools because it is easy to stay in and it will help you to become a self-employed.
Sarah is the Vice Guild President with a soft spot for agriculture. As a leader, she advocates for women empowerment and equality. After her studies, she wants to help her community by becoming an agricultural expert.
I like agriculture because according to the economy of Uganda, agriculture is the best economy. It's the way that each and everybody generates income, and that's the reason why I focused for the agricultural course, because you are not a job seeker. You can even go somewhere and open your farm. My dream is I want to rehabilitate. The reason being, in this actually region, 2 years ago, the society has been suffering from the black water disease, which was a terrible disease. Even the out treating, it was a tug of war to the community, because there's nothing like a doctor who can even treat that such disease, and that's why I decided to join Alarm.
The guild president, on the other hand, prefers machines. After his automotive engineering course, he wants to open up a workshop that can serve as a training ground for the youth of his community.
The biggest challenges that youths in northern Uganda are facing is there is no much employment opportunity. So since this program is supporting skill training, it is a skill training program. It will help us to provide jobs opportunity to many youths in the community. After completing this national certificate, I also want to go by further studies, like going for diploma, as well as becoming a teacher in the future. We have some of the challenges that we are facing in this practical side, like we have insufficient tools, whereby if we wanted to do the practical, the tools will not be enough to the student. And also when the youths will be going outside, since they have gotten the skill from the school, they also lack some startup capital.
A problem Jimmy, an alumni of Alarm, faced after his graduation. To keep his dream alive, he furthered his education by taking a diploma course in computer studies. It paid off. He is back at Alarm as a computer studies tutor. Being on the other side of the classroom presents a different kind of a problem.
The students that I have are from the various departments. Others are non-formal and others are formal students. Because for those who are non-formal, the others are primary leavers. As an instructor, I need to work hard to make my student understand. It's like if you to teach for a double period, it's like you're teaching 4 periods, because you need to use English and you use also Luo.
Despite the many challenges faced by the institution, the Praise and Worship Fellowships act as a therapeutic space that cultivates balance and calmness, a place of solace and positive energy that resonates with both students and the community, promoting peace and reconciliation.
On Thursday, we have a Bible Karatat and also the joint fellowship, community fellowship. We always used to join our hand one by one so that we praise the Lord and worship.
So when times for fellowship, I make sure that I organize them, we go for fellowship.
A character trait that has shaped the lives of these students well after their graduation.
That's how I also become a good Christian. It's what's making me so confident and how I live.
Ano ma ake gange no alara ero la na ne pa mo ye ma be to twan ma da bien gang kwan bien no gitie gang kwan pa ngat mo lare makiri ni lego ka toli wangi ka iti kuno wangi lege ite dini chani.
When her father was shot by the rebels, her life took a terrible turn. Though she was only 3 years then, the effects lingered deep into her teenagehood. A primary education was all her mother could provide. Luckily, she got a scholarship to study garment construction in Alarm, a stitch in time, giving her a second chance in life.
Me a tell Teaching ama kwano ni ukonyan matek. Dog beno weko kumiri pa koko chan tutwal. Kiri beti na biberi la chan pa koko chan. Me achil ka bino kany ano chane.
Alarm's training and rehabilitation outreach doesn't stop at the confines of its compound. Through agriculture, Alarm is championing economic empowerment programs that are providing job opportunities to the youth of Pader.
So here we are thinking that from this, what we are doing, they shall be able to empower themselves and be able to live meaningful and impactful life. Here is the Eggplant Nursery Bed, and they intend to raise income through the sale of the eggplants, but most of it also the youth that study in this group will be able to use it for home nutrition to improve on their nutrition at home. So this will also be for income, to raise income for the youth. And here they not only get agricultural skills, but they are also getting spiritual and servanthood leadership development skills.
It means a lot to me when I'm talking to people, and people means a lot to me when I'm talking to them. How to handle people, how to lead, and then how to reconcile where things went wrong, so that we should not bring chaos again, as we have been for the past 20-something years, all this long. But as I continue talking to them, as a person who knows how good is peace in the community.
Alarm came to northern Uganda at a crucial time of healing and reconciliation. Its unique approach to training and mentorship has given the youth of Pader a renewed purpose and a chance to rewrite history despite their false start. As Alarm slowly ages its legacy in this region, it will always be remembered for training well-rounded servant leaders who changed the northern region from its dark past into a new dawn.
The northern region is still in a dire need for a complete transformation. Livelihood is still a problem, skills are still lacking, education is low, facilities are very scarce, and the human resource is still also lacking. So Alarm is best suited to be one of the leading institutions in providing that when it is fully supported.
Our leadership, peace-building trainings and community transformation programs like the vocational school for the youth and the guest house, which also serves as a training center, are aimed at impacting our communities for change. So your support to the work of transforming Africa through Alarm is for the right cause.